Oh, firstly, I'd like to thank Dr. Brazier and Ms. Hutchinson for giving me this opportunity. It's a real honor to be up here and to talk with you. And secondly, I'd like to welcome all the new teachers at Gainesville ISD. I'm certainly glad it's your first year here, and I certainly hope it's not your last year here. I hope that you feel home, and you should feel at home because Dr. Brazier can take care of you, and so can the Board of Education. They do such a great job from what I've experienced. Thirdly, I'd like to introduce myself. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Asael Lagos. I am currently going to start my senior year in 3 days. Go me, I'm getting old. And let's see, I am a current member of NHS, a current member of Key Club, active member of AVID, which stands for Advancement via Individual Displacement, an active member of Talent Search, and I have been a class officer for the last 2 years, and I plan to run for president this year. And to wrap it all up, I'm also a Gainesville High School athlete, so as you can see, I like, being busy and being involved. The only thing I don't like is deadlines. Okay, so I just want to start with when I was growing up. When I was growing up, I was a very challenging student. There was those days where I had my good days. Teachers would like me, and then I had those days where teachers didn't even want to hear my name. I was just evil. And then one of those reasons why I acted the way I did was because I didn't feel a love from my teachers. I didn't feel appreciated. I only felt like that I was another count on their roster, just another name on the roster, that they were only there for the paycheck. Never cared to check on me. They did nothing more than just teach. Even though that's what a teacher does, a teacher has so much more potential to do more than just teach. See, and then when I started growing up, I just started going to school, pass my classes, do the regular thing, regular student. But when I went into high school, I joined AVID, and one of the things that they taught us was build a relationship with your teachers. Now, I had never done that, so I didn't know how to do that. And my sophomore year, that's when my first relationship was actually built. I was struggling in chemistry, and I walked into my chemistry teacher's classroom during her lunchtime, and I tried to schedule a time to go into tutoring. And she said, you know what? You don't have to schedule anything. I'll teach you right now. I'll help you right now. So I pulled up my 2-day late homework, and I said, okay, can you help me with this? And she said, of course I can, right? So she started explaining to me, okay, this is how you solve a mole, this is how you convert, and this is how you do this and that. And that same day, she didn't even eat lunch. She gave up her lunch just to teach me and just to make sure that I knew how to solve the problems on my homework. And that's what impacted me, because I realized, okay, this teacher that I thought wanted me to fail doesn't want me to fail. Apparently, she gave up her only lunch, the only time she had to rest, to keep on teaching. And so that's what impacted me. I knew that she actually cared about me. And then that's my first relationship I developed. I started, every day, I'd walk into the class, hey, Ms. Bastian, how you doing? And just try to build a relationship. And that's what I want you guys to ask yourselves. Am I here just for the paycheck, or am I here because I want to impact lives, I want to impact students, and I want to plant a seed? I want you guys to ask yourselves. Now, if you said you're just here for the paycheck, I'm sorry, but that's not what GISD is here for. They're here to impact lives, and they're here to plant seeds. They're here to help the future of America. And so I, as a student, want to challenge you that when you walk out those doors, you don't just hear chit-chatter from another student. I want to challenge you that in 3 days, when school starts, you try to plant seeds. You try to impact students because they are the future of America. And it is a true blessing to be helping the future of America. I don't know if you realize what's going on right now, but a lot of students that are coming to school, they're lost. And you can be the motherly, fatherly figure or the best friend that they don't have. You have that amazing and beautiful opportunity, and you can take that up. And I want you guys to take this challenge and just try to plant seeds every single day. Maybe a simple, hey, how are you doing today? How's life going with you? You don't have to, just check on them academically. You can just ask a couple of simple questions, and that means a lot. Like, hey, this teacher actually cares about me, Like, I haven't had a teacher that actually asked me, hey, how was my day? Why am I so quiet or anything? That one student that you might have that doesn't talk to them. because you can be their only friend. That one student that's challenging, they're probably not challenging because they want to be challenging. They're challenging because of the home they come from. They grow up thinking that they have to be tough. They have to be rough. That, you ask me how I'm doing. I don't care. I'm not going to answer you. Don't worry about that. If they're rude the first time when you try to be nice and everything, don't be rude back. Don't get on their level. You stay on a higher level, and you keep on being persistent. Because we all know that the river doesn't cut through the rock because of its strength, but because of its persistence. And that's why I want to challenge you guys. I want to challenge you guys to be persistent. I want to challenge you guys to plant seeds and impact lives and build relationship with your students. Because in the end, I don't think there's anything more beautiful to build a relationship with your students. And then when you see them walk that stage, you'll be like, I was a part of that. I did that. I helped that student walk the stage. You can have that opportunity to do that. And I just want you guys to be blessed for the rest of the day, and that y'all may be able to take this and y'all can use it for the year. Thank you.
My name is Desmond Counsel, for those who didn't know. I'm an 8th grader here at the Gainesville Junior High School. First, I would like to thank Dr. Brazier and Mr. Glancy and the GJHS staff for giving me this opportunity to speak with you today. What does it mean to be a teacher? A teacher is someone who teaches a subject to a student. They are very vital to schools to function properly. Without the help of our teachers, many of us wouldn't be who or where we are today. They have a huge effect on the way we look at the world, our peers, and most importantly, ourselves. Gainesville ISD teachers, principals, and staff members devote their lives to launch and better the lives of their students. They promote good behavior, encourage passing grades, and influence their students to be the best that they can be. Throughout my school years, I've come to grow strong relationships with all of my teachers. They've been with me through my highs and my lows, and have helped me with all of my personal and academic problems. They've taught me everything I know, including core subjects, extracurriculars, and many life lessons that I will never forget. For me and many other Gainesville students, our teachers have made school our second home. They've shown love, compassion, and friendship to every student, and I greatly appreciate all that you do. So far, GISD has done an exceptional job of teaching their students, but you can't stop now. You've got to continue educating, helping, and caring for all of your students. Every child, good or bad, deserves respect, dedication, and inspiration from every teacher. Every child needs someone right beside them to speak encouragement and motivation. Someone that believes in them in whatever they desire to do. As I look in this room today, I believe that every person in here can be that someone. Monday, August 21st, 2017, starts a new school year. It brings new students to teach, new challenges to face, and a new legacy to start. So, GISD, let's start a legacy. A legacy of better teachers, better students, better grades, and better schools. A legacy of understanding, accomplishment, and leopard pride. This is the year to be the best teacher, coach, staff member, and principal that you can be. The year to prove to other school districts that Gainesville ISD is determined to be number one. Let's make this one of the most successful and outstanding school years GISD has had. At the beginning of my speech, I stated that a teacher is someone who teaches a subject to their students. But knowing our staff members, I believe we could change that definition. A teacher at GISD is someone who impacts a student's life for the better, personally and academically. They lift us up when we're down and push us to the best of our abilities. I thank God for all the teachers that we've been blessed with here in Gainesville, and I hope that each and every one of you push yourselves to live up to that definition. So, as I leave you today, remember this goal for the 2017-2018 school year and many years to come. A great teacher takes a hand, opens a mind, and touches a heart. I hope that this year, each teacher strives to better their students, accomplish their goals, and be a great GISD teacher. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Giovanni Moon and I attend Lee Intermediate. We have the most amazing teachers there. It's important to recognize that the relationship between teachers and students makes a big impact in our future. They help us learn to read, write, add, subtract, which are the basics needed to help us go higher than our goals. Reading has actually been my greatest challenge. With my teacher's help, I have greatly improved and can say I feel confident when it comes to that core subject. Not only have I enjoyed reading, but I have also managed to learn fun new skills and techniques in the meantime. Thanks to my teachers, I can confidently say that I see myself graduating from a top university with a degree in paleontology. This has been my dream.
Wow.
This has been my dream ever since I can remember. To conclude, I just want to say we all have a part to play. Teachers teach us, and we should listen and learn. At the end of the day, hand in hand, we make a difference and can strive to make this world a better place. Every student needs a teacher that believes in them. I know that Lee Intermediate holds the best staff who will believe in us always. Thank you. We appreciate you and all you do.
My name is Carson. I've made great relationship with Mr. D. When I was in Miss Conogras's class, I was having a hard time, he would come sit down with me and help me. When I was in Miss Boyston's class, he would sit down and help me too. He always greet me when I came to school. Every morning he would high-five me or say something nice to get my day started. What I like most about my teachers are that they show me they care about me by sitting down next to me and explaining to me how to do something. I like Edison because it's a good school and my teachers. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to take a few minutes of your time to talk about the impact that Gainesville, both the school and the community, have had on my life. I think it's important to realize that the two are closely connected. This is something unique about Gainesville and one of its strengths. As a community, we can really focus on all aspects of a child's upbringing. Most people have never heard of our town, but because I am proud of my upbringing, I make sure everybody knows where I'm from. As some of you may know, I graduated GJHS in 2014. While in high school, I participated in several organizations, including band, theater, debate, and UIL, to name a few. After graduation, I headed off to Los Angeles to attend the University of Southern California, where I studied civil engineering on a full-ride scholarship. My first semester in college, I joined two organizations that helped ease my transition into school. The first was the Trojan Marching Band, where I built upon the schools I first learned in intermediate school. With the band, I was able to travel all over the country, from Chicago to San Francisco, and I even played with Slash from Guns N' Roses. The second organization I joined was Sigma Phi Delta, USC's engineering fraternity. Freshman and sophomore year, I hosted prospective freshmen and showed them a day in the life of a USC student. I joined Rotaract, which is Rotary for college students, and last year I served as their president. Sophomore year, I also began taking classes in my emphasis, building science, which is the intersection of engineering, architecture, and construction. In addition to taking engineering classes, I took architecture studio courses every semester. These have had such a profound impact on me that I've decided to pursue my master's degree in architecture. With both degrees, I hope to become both a licensed architect and a licensed engineer. Junior year, I capitalized on the engineering groups at USC and quickly climbed the ranks. In CMAA, the Construction Management Association of America, I co-led the architectural discipline in the design build competition, where we won first place, beating out schools like Stanford and UCLA. In the seismic design competition, I took on the role of captain, where I led the team from a collapsed building the previous year to 17th place in the world. This year, I will continue my leadership roles as media chair for CMAA, captain of the seismic design competition, and president of Sigma Phi Delta. My achievements here in college can be attributed to the education and opportunities I received in Gainesville. As an example, I've interned the past 3 summers at ICON. Not many students have the opportunity to intern for as long as I have, and I can thank our close community and its desire for the next generation to succeed. Our schools gave me the chance and the necessary support to explore my interests. This support came in the form of programs and caring teachers. The most impactful lessons, memories, and events I experienced were from teachers who went out of their way for me. Teachers who stayed after school ended or before it began to help me. Teachers who led programs where I could learn more, take on responsibilities, and explore my interests. Teachers who were role models to look up to. I understand how difficult it is to be a teacher, much less one who takes on extra responsibilities, but realize that it is also difficult for students. My belief, however, is that if both students and teachers make sacrifices and work together, greatness is inevitable. I would not be where I am if I had not worked hard and if my teachers had not matched my efforts. With all of this being said, I'd like to as sincerely and as honestly as I can thank each and every one of you for the work you have put into our students. I am testament to your power to change students' lives. I'm not the only success story, nor will I be the last. There are Gainesville students all over the country making a difference, and it all started here. I hope you understand the successes of GHS alumni are your successes. Let's continue our tradition of building great students, great leaders, and great citizens. Thank you.